Hey everyone, Nick here again. Back to talk about the American Idol results from last night. And I'm not entirely pleased with the results, if I do say so myself. But before I get to the results, I want to actually talk about the show itself this time, like specifically the performances. Well, first the group performance. They sang my favorite Billy Joel song for the longest time, and they were all really good together. They all sounded great together. I think overall this is a pretty good group that they had, and they're all going to be on tour together, so I'm looking forward to it. I think I might actually go see them this summer. But that's where my praise for the performances stops. Lana Del Rey and last season's third place finisher Haley Reinhart were the guest performers, and Lana Del Rey was just awful. Absolutely painfully terrible. I mean, I've heard her music before. I was in like Newbury Comics or whatever, and they were playing her album in the background. And yeah, I heard some of her songs, including the one she sang last night. Everything is just really depressing. I mean, it's all about death, basically. I mean, the name of the album is Born to Die. That should give you a clue right there. And, I mean, the first I'd ever heard of her was when she performed on Saturday Night Live, which I don't watch, and she bombed. I'm like, that's the first time I'm hearing of you? You're off to a pretty bad start, sister. But, yeah, I mean, I was watching the next commercial break. There was a commercial for Kitchen Nightmares, Gordon Ramsay's show. And apparently on that episode tonight, the owner is suffering from depression. And I watched that commercial, and probably wasn't bad taste, but I said, dude, if you're depressed, don't listen to Lana Del Rey. That was probably a mean thing to say, but my God, was it true. So, also, Haley from last season. She sounded okay, but, I mean, I have never really been all that big on her. I think she's probably one of the most overrated American Idol contestants that has ever been on the show. Along with Carrie Underwood. Yeah, that's right. I went there. Carrie Underwood is overrated. But, I mean, she sounded alright, but I didn't like her hair, and I really didn't like the song she was singing. And it started off with she's in a cage, and she's singing a song called Free. I'm like, oh boy, we're off to a great start. That was the first shot, her in the cage. I'm like, so, anyway, that's enough of the performances. The results. First of all, I want to take a moment to acknowledge what Seacrest has been doing to Colton every single results show so far. He keeps making Colton think that he's in danger. And last night was no different, except Seacrest said, Colton, the last few weeks you have been safe. But this week, things are different. Because I'm not going to mess with you. Yeah, kind of canceled yourself out right there. But yeah, Colton was safe. And, when the first three girls that were up, they were, Skylar, Elise, and Holly. Holly and Skylar were safe, and at first I was like, yes! I was happy. Because I was just so happy to see Elise still be in the bottom three. But then it hit me. Seacrest never technically said one of them was in danger, and I'm like, oh no. And then sure enough, she turned out to be safe as well. But anyway, the bottom three did turn out to be DeAndre, which I predicted, Erica, which unfortunately I also predicted, and Heejun. Now, I don't get how he was in danger this week, but not last week. Last week he was just boring. Last night, I mean 2 nights ago, he was at least fun to watch, you know? And, I mean, Steven Tyler, there's a difference between not taking it seriously and having some fun. You know, Heejun was just having fun. He wasn't disrespecting the competition. I mean, just look at Heejun. There's no way he ever means to do anything that comes off even remotely mean. For crying out loud, he apologized to that stupid D-bag cowboy in Hollywood. Even though the cowboy was the tool in that situation. Anyway. So yeah, that was the bottom three. DeAndre was the first one safe. I'm like, oh no. At that point, I knew Erica was a goner, and sure enough, She did. But when she was performing, I thought she was great. I kept saying throughout the whole thing, save her, save her, save her. And I thought the judges really were. I mean, all the contestants seemed to be thinking that she was doing a good job performing. And the audience seemed to like it too. And I thought the judges were going to save her. But they didn't. And it's kind of disappointing. So, we're just down to 9 now. The save is still in play. And I think DeAndre might be the next one to go. Or maybe Elise. I guess just give her 1 week of safety. From here on out, I hope she's in the bottom 3 every single week. Regardless of how good she is. I can't stand her. I really can't. Can't stand her or the pimping. So, that's what I thought. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week with my thoughts on the show.